that's all, isn't it? I think everything else has a blue. Yeah, everything else is blue chipped up. So not too many numbers for me to find. Generally, other than number 21 in recent times, I've been spreading it around a little bit. Players. Never think you'd hear me admitting to that, did you? But others of you spread it around in a completely different way. Bank holiday coming up. All sorts of things happen in the springtime on long bank holiday weekends, players, don't they? Dread to think. My bank holiday weekend tomorrow is President's Day. Cricket match, President's Day, nice and relaxed. No champagne. Right, result for this spin play is number 23. High numbers, odd numbers, red numbers for the number 23. 6 times today, unremarkable number. Well, unless you see the glog one. Valenti, Jitsu, Hayden and Mongnit. You were the winners. We'll play number 23 is where the ball went. Yeah, so yeah, the boxing overnight kind of went the way we thought it might. I think it was actually about an even money bet that it would finish as a points win for Mayweather. It was what I very confidently predicted a few weeks ago. Not an outrageous thing to predict, and a rather easy win for him, really. I think the judges were slightly flattering to Pacquiao, giving Pacquiao 3 or 4 rounds, but it was a very, very clear-cut win. And as predicted, sadly, not the most exciting of fights. Fight of the century, yeah, for turnover, for cash. Not even fight of the week for excitement. I could stand here for hours talking about boxing and about far more interesting and exciting fights in the past. But this Mayweather, the art of boxing is to be to hit and not get hit. It's the pugilistic art, isn't it? And he's an artist. Not very nice bloke. Here we go, back to the wheel from 23. Repetition, my first, I think, today. Is it my first repeater of the day? I think it is. 3 times on the number history, 3 times the last 8 spins. Makes it one of the certainly better numbers in recent times. The previous one was from the hand of young Heather, number 23, a repetition. I hope you're on it. Middle column, second 12. Heather, one of our newer croupiers. We have a nice selection these days, don't we, of the newer and the older ones. Who have we got with today? We've got young Sonia. She's been with us for a little while. She's over on the blackjack table now, doing the cards. She's a sharp one. She's okay. Only worked with her a couple of times. She's okay. And Heather, one of our newer dealers, very pleasant girl. Good hard-working sort. She does the hard yards. Quite like Heather as well. Got very good musical taste, as far as I'm concerned. As Heather, we agree on a few things. She's good fun and a nice, easy-going girl. She's all right. I think Heather's going to do very well here. There may be some new ones soon. Who knows? You never know. The ever-changing world of Smart Luck Casino. How many croupiers have I seen come and go here? How many Roshi have I seen come and go? Who's your later one? Lots. Here's your next. Electoral players is another high result. We're going to get a full mark here of high results if I'm not careful. Number 30 red. It's only 10 numbers there for full mark. It used to be a few more. It's 13, isn't it? Fraction, Yilden, you 2 winners. It was the number 13 that brought that winning result about high. Even, red result, part of the tier section there. The tier was rather poor with me. Early in the day, I worked my first 54 spins. We only had, I think, 9 or 10 in the tier. It's a bit different now. Look at that number history. 13, 23 tier, 18 is in the voisins. 36, 30, 36, all in the tier. 28 back in the voisins. 23, 23 and 30, all in the tiers. As I often say, the numbers even themselves out a little bit. That very tier light first hour and a half, I pretty much think has been put back into some pretty average-ish shape now. Any low numbers? 11 and 13 quite poor in the tier. 27 and 33. The rest are performing okay. I think it's evened itself out. Like I say, we do think that clearing the layout every 7 hours might just be the future. Here we go. Couple of seconds. Confirm those last chips. Kai 14, 16. Good luck to you. High numbers again, number 19. There we go, put that little chip on there, so that takes it to eight high numbers on the run. I'm told by an authority greater than mine that a full marquee back in the day, back when it was probably all in black and white and I might have actually had a reasonably full head of hair and no wrinkles and quite a nice attitude to life, it was 15. A full marquee was 15 numbers back in the day. It's now, as you can see, just the 10. Just the 10, and 9 of those 10 numbers on that number history players in front of you. 9 of those 10 numbers are red. 9 of the 10 numbers are high. Very, very close, isn't it, to being a full marquee of high red numbers? 8 of your 10 numbers on there are both high and red. Isn't that interesting? So they're all in the same half of the wheel. In the sort of east half of the wheels, I like to call it, or from your side, the east half of the wheel. 4 seconds, we'll count them down, we'll see which side of the wheel the ball goes this time, see if it stays in high numbers, and we'll report in after the spin. Oh, very exciting players. High, odd and red. What a shame about that number 28. What a shame about that number 28. Well, that was nowhere near to a high red number. 28, well, half of the wheel. 21, roulette is your winning result, players. 21, lesser spotted in recent times, of course, with me. 7 times today. It is the number 21. What a shame. What a shame that that number 28 has been spun in the middle of this little period. If that had just gone in, the other half were in the red, we'd have a remarkable number history, probably one of the most remarkable ones ever, where it'd be all in the same half of the wheel, all in high numbers and all in red numbers. Wouldn't that have been good? We've got one more to go to a full marquee of the high numbers. Highs and lows are, of course, one of the more simple, straightforward, low risk and low return, low tariff, I often say, ways of playing. 1 to 18, the low numbers. 19 to 36 are high numbers. Beware the 0. At this casino, you do not get any return if you back the outside chances. And the 0 is returned. Back in my day, you got half back on the 0, but when I do my fun casinos these days, I take all the money as well. I'm getting mean, even on fun casinos. Scrooge. Curses foiled again. The right half of the wheel, where all those big red numbers are, it just dropped between 2 big red numbers, 27 and 34, and 2 number 6 black. Curses foiled again. And Cher with 18, Hayden with 18, and Jitsu with 180. You know the winners, it was the number 6 black. They brought the winning result for you players. A big afternoon of sport, of course, for you to have a little look at. Premiership football here in the United Kingdom. It's a bit of a fatal fascination to many, really. It's the only thing that certain gentlemen can talk about. What I will tell you, though, is if you have a bet on Premiership football with us at Smart Life Casino on Air Sportsbook, in the event that the game finishes 0-0, your losing stakes will be refunded to you. Any losing bets on a game that finishes 0-0 will be refunded to you, which isn't too bad, is it? It makes putting up with English football a little bit more bearable, if you may. I'm less and less of a fan of the game of football. I'm not much of a fan of the England cricket team either, because they are rubbish. I've said I'm investing whatever I think is a wise amount, as much as possible, on the Australians to thrash the English in the summer. Right, off this spin, players. Oh, it's a high red number again. Number 30. 3 times on the marquee, once in the middle and on either side. 30's been a good number in recent times, as has 23. High even and a red result with Thiers. Having a really, really good run again with that number 30 red. That has now reached double figures. Second number to double figures. 10 times for the number 30. I'll be quite glad when it's half past. Yeah, players, I'll be popping back to the blackjack table. I have a headache. It's not going to be made any better in the last 50 minutes. By lots of noise around me, but I'm starting to struggle a little bit. I think certainly when I have my break at 3 o'clock, 3 till 3:30 is my last break of the day. So it's going to be strong painkillers for me, sadly. I don't know quite what's causing it. So I've eaten pretty well the last 24 hours, slept quite well. Maybe it's just being in a very noisy environment that does it. So, or maybe I'm just not quite over this cold place. Hopefully you're in good fit health. Enjoying a lovely Sunday, enjoying a nice long bank holiday weekend for many, and perhaps have some good plans for the rest of the weekend. The weather forecast, I'm told, is not too bad at all for the next 24 hours. Very unusual for British bank holiday as well. Good news. Back to that wheel from 30. From number 30 we move to number 24, high numbers. This time it's a first high black number since 28, 8 9 spins. High even black result for you. Part of Thiers, Fraction, Kai, Valenti. You will winners. On number 24, the sportsbook always offers lots and lots of little bonuses, little extras, offers you a wide range of sports. This afternoon, if you like the golf, there's a bit of match play golf, head-to-head golf. It's a little bit different to the normal tournament format, where players play head-to-head against each other at the WGC Golf Classic. I think we're down to the last 8 players now. There's a couple of British players still left in at the last 16 stage overnight. Maybe you'll fancy a little bit on that, a little bit of match play, head-to-head, players against each other. You can bet individual matches or to win the tournament altogether. I had a little look at the betting for that yesterday. I haven't really got much of a chance to watch it, so I wasn't as tempted as I might have been. If you've got a nice, free and easy afternoon, there's a World Snooker Final to have a little look at as well. Snooker's not a game I enjoy unless I've had a bet. Then I start playing every shot with the players and picking up on all their mistakes and things. But that's another option to a World Snooker Final after spin. Making a dash for the lead in the last few spins is the number 30. Is that 4 times in 11 or 12 spins? Number 30 red it is. It's now up to 11 winning spins. I think 4 or 5 during this little half an hour with me. 30 high even and red part of the tier. The tiers have been pretty good as well in this half an hour with me as well. I've just got time for a couple of more spins with you. And I'll be popping away to the blackjack table, doing a few cards over there for 30 minutes. Very quiet blackjack table it has been actually during the course of the day. Very, very quiet on there. It fluctuates, comes and goes. There are only 7 seats on there, so the blackjack table can be full. The roulette table, never an issue. There's room for as many of you as wish to play, and there's no delay in the paying out. You're paid out in seconds here. Once that results in, a little ticking timer here starts ticking down. You've all been paid, and you can reinvest in the next spin. It's a really good system, isn't it? Fast and furious roulette, 21 hours a day, and it's easy for the croupier. What a great combination. Time for your next results. Here we go. First low number, second low number in a very long time. Second low number on the marquee as well is this one, number 2. Number 2, low, even, black result. Number 2 is part of the. It's part of the Voisin Zero French section. Next door to that. Well, what's it next door to? It's next door to 25. It's next door to 21 on your roulette wheel. 25, 21 have both been performing all right. It's not far away from number 4 and number 19 that have been performing very well as well. Statistical analysis is available all day long. What is not available all day long is me. I'm only here till 5 o'clock. What's available from 6:30 this evening is my very dear friend Roisin. Roisin is joining the casino gaming floor at 6:30 this evening. How lovely for you players. From 6 until 1:30. Roisin is here from 6 until 1:30. Do apologise. And then she's popping away late, and to take you through to 6 o'clock in the morning is our gorgeous Amina. Amina's here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, from 10 until 6. Late show with the veterans today through the night. Veterans in the morning, veterans at night, and a bit of a mixture in the middle. Okay, the last result for this little section of the game with me is, well, the last you'll see from me is the number 6, a little run of even numbers you may have noticed on the number history as well, players. 6 low even and a black result. Number 6 is part of the Orphelin French section. Have the orphans been doing much in this section? No, they certainly haven't, have they? Not seen another orphan number, only the number 6. It's been very, very quiet with me in that last half an hour. I think the tiers have certainly done a little bit of catching up. 35 remained out in the lead. 30's done a lot of catching up. 14 has remained an empty number. Number 1 has remained a very, very cold number. So it's a bit of status quo, but the tier doing a little bit of catching up. As I said, I'm off to do a little bit of blackjack dealing for the next 30 minutes. There's going to be a change of dealer on this table coming up, and I'll be back here at 4:30 till 5 is my next half an hour of roulette. If you'd like to look out for me on that, and again between 5:30 and 3:30 and 4, then 4:30 and 5 for my last half an hour. I'll keep myself here for next show. We can't do that, can we? Right, my last spin coming up. I'll see you players very, very soon.
Okay, players at last.